morning, everyone. It's Monday and it's A-Day.
The lunch meetings today are DPS and dance club with Miss Copice in room 109.
You know, Jamie, speaking of dance club, Paul Riley took an inside look about what's really going on over there. Let's take a look.
In general, what is the dance club?
In general, the dance club is a group of students who enjoy dancing. So we take classes together sometimes, we do performing together, sometimes we just sit around and talk about dance, we watch dance. And the idea is to provide a low-cost option for folks who want to be involved in dance. Maybe they danced when they were little and they haven't danced in a while, or maybe they don't have time to go to a studio and take classes. We work together to create a style of dance that fuses the best of all of these together and showcases the students here in their best possible light. So we wouldn't necessarily fit into any school of dance per se. We've sort of created our own. As a general rule, there's either going to be rehearsals or classes, or both on a given day. So for example, on a Monday, we'll all meet up at the auditorium at about 2:30. We'll take a ballet class for a little while, and then if we're getting ready for a show, we'll start a rehearsal at that point. Right, so we have our winter dance recital on December 9th here in the auditorium at 7 p.m. As of right now, it features 8 pieces of my choreography. There are 3 large ensemble pieces. There are a couple of solos and a couple of small group ensembles that we've been rehearsing.
What is it like to be involved with the group? Final question.
I'd like to be involved in the group. I love it. What this gives me the opportunity to do is to kind of convey my love of dance to others and have them produce my work product and see how happy they are. So it's really kind of a mentally freeing time for me. Plus, I really enjoy being able to establish different types of relationships with students beyond just chemistry teacher-students. When you spend every afternoon with somebody, even if it's just for an hour, you learn a lot more about them than you do sitting in chemistry class.
Wow, that was really interesting. Paul used some great technology in his video.
I hear the kids over at the Clyde Brown are using some amazing technology in their class. Let's take a look.
I'm Molly Quinlan, and I'm interviewing Pat Grancelli, the new technology teacher at Clyde Brown. So, Mrs. Grancelli, welcome to Millis. I know this is your first year here. How do you like it so far?
I love it. Very much enjoying this. I taught in middle school last year, so it's kind of fun to be back in elementary again with the little ones. And it's just a great district. It's small enough so that it's where you know everybody, but big enough where there's a lot of real innovative stuff going on here, and it's just a great place to teach.
Background?
I graduated from college with a degree in computer programming, so that's what I did for about 10 years, and then when my own kids were smaller, I got a job volunteering in the computer lab at their school, and just kind of fell in love with the ways that you can join technology and education. And so I went back and got my master's degree, and I've been teaching since then.
What do you think of middle schools?
Very impressed with the middle schools. Again, as I said earlier, what I love about it is they're very small, and so you kind of know all of your students, and the staff all knows one another. And sometimes when you're in a small district, the resources are very limited, and so you're limited in what you can accomplish as a teacher. But it's not really that way in Millis. I find that the leadership here really encourages innovation. They encourage you to take risks. And from my perspective, I love how much they embrace technology. So it makes my job very easy because technology is a real priority here, and the kids want to learn it, and the principals and the superintendent all want them to learn. So it's kind of a great fit for me.
What type of technology are the Clyde Brown students using in their classrooms?
A variety of things. Probably the most prominent piece of technology in classrooms is the smartboard. Students just love it. It engages them in the curriculum. Teachers love it because it really kind of jazzes up their lessons, and it allows for a lot more visual learning, which is really kind of a very nice way for kids to kind of interact with the curriculum. So the smart boards are there. We're starting to use the flip cameras a lot, and having kids interview one another and videotape projects that they're doing or processes that they're doing. Beyond that, in the classroom, we only usually have one computer. So some teachers use that as a station, like as a literacy station in their literacy block or for math activities. But most of the real technology instruction happens here in the lab right now. We're hoping that that's going to change. We're hoping that we get some mobile labs in, like you folks have over at the middle and high school, so that we can really bring technology into the classroom and get it out of just this one room in here.
Why do you think teaching the technology is important to the younger students?
Oh, a couple of different reasons. I mean, you folks probably realize that you're expected to know so much more technology once you get to middle and high school than certainly I ever was. I mean, kids nowadays, in the 4th and 5th grade are publishing their work on computers, so they need to have some keyboarding skills. They need a basic technology tool set. They need to know how to use spell check. They need to know how to draw with a mouse. They need to know how to pull graphics and text and audio together. And so I feel like if we don't teach them those skills when they're young, we really limit what they can do when they get to the middle and high school level. And we really we recognize that this generation of kids are digital natives, and that's how you guys learn, and it's how you demonstrate your learning. And so if we don't teach you kind of the basic tool set of how to use those tools when you're young, you really won't be able to kind of fly when you get a little bit older into middle and high school.
Do you think the students like being able to have the advantage of using new technology?
Oh, absolutely. Again, you've heard the term digital natives. I think the generation of kids, especially the ones I'm teaching right now, that's really how they're used to receiving information. I mean, when I was younger, a long time ago, all the information I got was basically from print. I read everything. And kids just don't receive information the same way anymore. They get everything through a digital media, through video, through audio, through multimedia, and certainly through print also. But I think they're just, that's how they're used to learning. And so when you present the material to them, when you present really good quality material to them in a digital form, they just kind of soak it up like sponges.
What are the challenges you face in bringing more technology to the classrooms?
Well, probably the most obvious one is money and funding. Finding enough money to continually keep the technology updated. I mean, just like pencils and paper and books, you have to replenish it, periodically, or else, it gets old and it breaks and it doesn't work, and then people get frustrated. So I'd say that's probably the biggest challenge. And the second one really is just finding the time to help teachers kind of learn how to integrate it into their curriculum, and providing enough support for them so that they can do that in really the fast-paced environment of a classroom. So kind of money and time, which seems to be the resources that we kind of lack in lots of places in our lives.
Do the students enjoy using the technology?
Oh, they absolutely do. We always joke when teachers come in, they say how much easier classroom management is in the lab here, because it's primarily where the kids use technology here at Clyde Brown. But even in their classroom, when they've got the smart board up and running, it's so much easier for kids to engage and therefore behave the way we want them to behave. Be serious learners when they can invest themselves in the learning, and when you present it to them in a digital format. These kids really, they do well with it, and we have very little discipline issues in the lab at all. The kids are, they want to be here and they want to use the equipment and they want to learn, which is one of the great things.
Do you feel like we have enough technology to offer students, or could you have more?
Always good. Always good. I mean, I am impressed again with the size of this district, what is available to kids at a lower elementary school level. But we definitely can use more. Already the 2 flip cameras that we have, people want to use them all the time. We never have enough projectors. Teachers want to use projectors pretty much every day in their classroom. Most of the teachers, especially the generation of teachers that are kind of in their 20s, 30s, 40s, they want a smartboard in their room. They don't use chalkboards anymore. They don't use whiteboards anymore. So I'd like to be able to see every teacher be able to have a smartboard in their room. And also, you want to see kids have access to technology in their classroom. So I would love to see mobile labs available at least in each grade level so that they could kind of put those in. It's a big wish list. And it's an expensive wish list, but kind of have to aim big. So we have a lot of good technology, but you could definitely use more. So one activity that was hugely popular with 3rd and 4th grades this year was learning how to create a Wordle. A Wordle is a word cloud. You supply the Wordle website with a big long list of words, and the more frequently a word appears in that list, the larger it becomes in your Wordle. So it's a great way to look at things like inauguration speeches or song lyrics, because when you paste all of the text of those into a Wordle, the words that appear most often jump right out. So for example, when you look at Obama's inauguration speech, the word change comes out. It's huge in the Wordle when you do it. And so what we did with it in 4th grade was, I'm going to create a Wordle here. What we had kids do was just use 3 nouns, 3 adjectives, and 3 verbs to describe themselves. So I did a Wordle about myself. I could type my name 3 or 4 times because I want that to appear the largest. And then I would type some words that describe me. Happy, silly, thoughtful, and I'm a runner, and a dancer, and I love to sing, I love music. So I would type all of these words in, and so the kids kind of did this. They actually used Microsoft Word, and they typed their long list of words, and then used spell check first, and then learned to copy and paste from Word into this Wordle website. And once the words are in here, when you click on the Go button, it starts up a little Java routine and then creates, they learned about fonts by changing what their font was. They learned about layout, about horizontal and vertical. And so we did kind of half of it. And then they learned that they could change the color. Lesson for them to kind of introduce them to kind of the visual side of publishing, fonts, color, text position. And then it also brought in some language arts activity. And so what we did was we kind of did this whole project, and then we printed them out, and we created our big Wordle wall on the wall. But one of the things it did for me as a teacher was it was a way for me to kind of get to know a lot of students at one time, because I see probably 400 kids in here a week, and it's hard for me to kind of get their names straight and to know a little bit. Smartboard is just a great way to show, activities to kids, and it also is a great way to engage them. We bring them up to the board and let them use the touch capability of it, and it really helps them engage and learn a little bit more dynamically. Nice to meet you all.
Oh boy, I wish I was still in elementary school. I'm so jealous of all the cool things they're using.
So Jamie, how's the baseball team looking this year?
Well, we're getting a new coach, so if people want to know what's going on, here's my video about the upcoming season. Hi, I'm Jamie Davis, and I'm with Coach Carter. Coach, what's your prediction on the varsity team season this year?
Baseball?
Yep.
The varsity baseball team, I think they're looking pretty good. I'm coming from the freshman level, so I don't really know the guys too well, but I like the pitching prospects, and I think the JV team, although not a great season record-wise last year, had some good stuff showing. So the fundamentals are there. I think they just need to put it all into action.
All right, thank you. So I'm here with Derek Tiss and some friends. Derek, what's your prediction on the varsity baseball team season?
Well, I think we're going to have a solid season. We've got good coaching, and they're going to coach us good. It's going to be a fun season.
What's your prediction on the outfield?
I think the outfield is going to have to play rough. They're going to have Stegosaurus form, and they're going to have to play like Raptors.
I'm here with Captain Andrew Gonzi. Andrew, what's your prediction on the upcoming baseball season?
Hopefully we get a good coach, not Koff quit.
That's really inspirational. Thank you. I'm here with Anthony Della Camera. What's your prediction on the upcoming baseball season?
I don't know.
That's really important. Thanks. Hi, I'm here with All-American baseball prospect Sean Nilsson. Sean, what's your prediction on the upcoming baseball season?
Well, I think this year we have a good chance of winning a lot of games. You know, we got a lot of young kids who are a lot better than some of us. You know, I look forward to playing, hopefully. You know, I've been working out a lot. You know, my legs are like tree trunks right now. It's so hard for me to walk. You know, I can barely keep my arms. I can't even stretch them out straight, as you can see. So, you know, I'm glad I stayed in the holiday inn. I look forward to it. You know, the food's great. Yeah, got my license too.
Oh, congratulations. Hi, I'm here with Tri-Valley League All-Star Brennan Burke. Brennan, what's your prediction on the upcoming Millis baseball season?
I think the Mohawks are going to be phenomenal this year. You know, being a Division IV team, I think they're going to win states. It's quite possible they might win nationals. But, seeing as how we're one small school, one big family, I think we have an even better chance than schools like Tri-County, who grab kids from all over the state. I feel that everybody in this school should get a hotel room together in Connecticut. And on the way there, we can try and hit as many deers with our car as we can. And when we get to the hotel, we'll have the hotel manager cook all the deer for us and let us lay them out across the floor of the ballroom at the hotel, all across the floor. And we'll all just get on our hands and knees like this, one across from another, boy on girl, and eat the deer whole. And we don't even need to have to cook it. We just reach in there, grab the heart out, grab a black, spit it on the ground, throw the heart on the ground. Because we wear our hearts on our sleeves here at Millis High School. Hearts on our sleeves.
Hi, I'm here with Mrs. Harkey. Mrs. Harkey, what do you think can be done to raise the attendance of the home games, at the baseball games?
I think perhaps a good idea would be to sell snacks. Maybe have a hot dog stand, or just simple things to bring people in. Snacks.
That's great. That's good stuff.
Hi, I'm Jeff Martin, and best of luck to the Millis Mohawks. You stay classy, San Diego.
Wow, things are really looking great for the boys this season.
Yeah. So, Connor, I've heard some rumors that you're hosting a talent show with Jake Bradbury and Mitch Donahue.
Well, Jamie, all I can say is the rumors are true. So here's a video about how I'm progressing in my training for the talent show.
Hi, I'm Steve Gordon, here at Millis High School. Inside this auditorium, Connor Burke is training vigorously for the talent show, and this is his story. So Connor, what have you been doing to get ready for the talent show?
Well, you know, Steve, it's been a lot of hard work, I'll be honest with you. You know, I've really had to focus on my core, and, you know, there's been a lot of cardio that's happened. And, you know, I had to focus on my squat thrusts, and then a lot of benching, a lot of lunges.
Have you just been focusing on the curls?
Yeah, a lot of biceps.
Bicep.
And, you know, I usually like to look at myself in the mirror when I do that stuff. It really just prepares me, like, mentally for what has to happen.
Do you add cardio into your everyday workout?
Yeah, like I said before, a lot of cardio. And, yeah, you know, just pretty much that. You know, that's how I'm getting ready.
I see.
I think that's how anybody would get ready.
And that's how I get ready. Of course you know that Connor Burke is emceeing the talent show for Mills High School.
Yeah.
How do you think he's been preparing?
I think he got off to a slow start, but lately he's a man on a mission. He is obsessed, and he's better for it. I mean, he's giving it 150% effort. It's going to be a great talent show.
That's why you need to have a great talent show. When you've been down as low as Connor Burke, there's only one way you can go, and that's up.
When the taxi man turned on the radio and a Jay-Z song was on, and the Jay-Z song was on, and the Jay-Z song was on. So I put my hands up to play my song, the butterflies fly away. And I'm in my head like yeah, moving my hips like yeah. I put my hands up to play my song, and know I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, it's a party in the USA.
Wow, the talent show really looks like it's going to be great this year.
Yeah, you know, it's really going to be awesome. Well, for all of us here at Studio 103 News, I'm Connor.
And I'm Jamie. Have a magical day.
Hello and welcome to Studio 103, where we have all the info on Millis High School. I'm Jake Bradbury.
And I'm Sam Hilton. It has been a big year in sports for the Millis Lady Mohawks. Just last year, the Millis girls basketball and volleyball team won the Division III state championship. As if that wasn't amazing enough, the girls soccer team did it again, and Studio 103 has the story.
Hi, we have our huge game tonight versus Holliston, which everyone in the school probably knows about because soccer makes it really noticed. We're extremely excited because we've worked wicked hard this season. We beat Holliston the first time 4-0, so we hope to do that again tonight, but we're not going in thinking that. We're just going to go in and play hard and do everything we can because our team hasn't won a league title in 12 years, or our school for that matter, so we really want it and we're really excited.
I'm Sam Hilton reporting to you from Studio 103 News. I'm here at Committee and Fields in Holliston, Massachusetts. People thought it was over the night the Millis girls varsity soccer team lost to the Holliston Panthers for the Tri-Valley League Championship. But that wasn't the case for the Lady Mohawks.
The great thing about the Holliston game, as disappointing of a loss as it was, is it pointed out some of the weaknesses that we had at that point in the season. I think that we just identified our weaknesses, which was marking on the outsides and preventing crosses, and we didn't allow teams to attack us. We focused on defense and ended up only allowing 2 goals in 6 games in the tournament.
Although some would assume a team would shut down, the Lady Mohawks proved us all wrong by beating Hanover, Rockland, Norwell, and West Bridgewater, going on to winning the South Sectional Finals. And then they proceeded to astonish the Mills community by beating Georgetown and Gateway for the first state title in Mills history.
Well, I think this team, what made it so special is maybe we didn't always have as much talent as other teams, but we had great team chemistry. Kids cared about each other. They supported each other. It was a team that had a lot of fun together. They went to war together when they needed it, and it's a team that I will never forget.
Their season proves that hard work and dedication will prevail in the end.
Yes, Sam, it really was a rush watching you girls play.
You know, Jake, you were a dedicated fan.
You girls inspired a big change in Millis sports. The winter track teams got new coaches, and they're no joke, and Millis has the inside scoop.
Hi, I'm standing here at Millis High School with incredible excitement as the new track season has just begun. After the retirement of our beloved track coach and 8th grade science teacher, Mr. Thorley, a new coach, Coach Hart, will be approaching the starting line as the heart of the team.
Athletes are hard at work training for different events such as hurdles, sprints, long distance, and middle distance. They will be competing at the meet this Saturday in hope of bringing home another Millis victory.
What do you think of the new track coach this year?
He's good. It's a lot different now, and he's pretty enthusiastic. And I don't know. Hopefully, we'll have a pretty good season this year. I like him a lot.
So you expect we're going to do good this season?
I mean, we lost a lot of seniors, but I mean, he's really enthusiastic. Workout's been hard. It should be good.
As you can see, Coach Hart is really keeping kids beating. He's really pushing them to their limits and motivating them to outdo themselves. In order to understand his methods and strategies, we were able to have a conversation with him one-on-one.
So what motivated you to take up the position as the boys' head coach?
I'm not going to lie, I really needed the money, but also the fact that in high school I was a 3-time All-American in the high jump, triple jump, the discus, and in 45 hurdles.
Okay, so what are you excited to see throughout the year?
Just how well the kids can do if they compete, see if they can get better each week. That's all I ever ask, and you know, we're going to have a good year.
So which event is your favorite?
My favorite event would be the high jump, because I was a junior Olympian in that. I set all sorts of records. Highest jump ever was 7'1". And I just want to hope and pray that my training for Corey, you know, that he listens to my tutelage and really goes above and beyond and does his best this year. So it's just to watch him. That's my favorite event.
Okay, so when it comes to training, what strategies do you seem to find most effective?
Just as long as the kids listen to me, I know everything. So as long as they listen to me and stuff, they'll be fine. Just basically that's it.
Okay, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
The girls' track team is also in luck given their new head coach, Coach McIntyre. She's been working the team to their limits and also pushing the team to a state it's never been at before. We were lucky enough to interview her as well.
And what are you most excited for?
Well, what motivated me to take the position was, I guess, I ran track in high school and in college, and I'm a teacher now in Dedham. And coaching is something that I've always wanted to start doing, so I'm really excited for the season.
That's good. So which event is your favorite?
I think I'd say the 2 mile and the mile is my favorite. That's what I did in high school, and that's what I did in college as well, so I find the most exciting.
So which training strategies do you find most effective?
I think that having all body strength is probably the most effective, so we do stations a lot, probably 2 or 3 times a week, so I think that's the most effective, just because if your whole body is strong, then that's going to help you.
So how do you feel about the state of the team? Do you think you're in for a good year?
I think we are, yeah. We have a lot of new kids, a lot of 7th and 8th graders, so I think over the years our team will only get better, but I think that we're really in for a good season.
Okay, and thank you very much, and I hope you do well at the track meet.
Thank you very much.
Jake, did you know I used to run winter track?
No, I didn't, Sam. Couldn't take the heat?
Actually, I wanted to keep up with my schoolwork and I couldn't commit to the team, so I had to quit.
Well, that isn't a bad thing.
You know, it's life. Speaking of school, though, this year we have a new Spanish teacher who's Miss Mayordomo. She has a lot planned for the Millis Spanish-speaking program, and the Millis Dream Team, Ryan, Chris, Ryan, and Zach, went behind the scenes to get the inside scoop on what the future of the Spanish system at Millis High School holds.
This year, MHS introduced a new teacher to its staff. Miss Mayordomo, here on a 3-year working visa from Spain, is hoping to enhance the classroom by teaching her first-hand knowledge of the language and culture to students. We were lucky enough to secure an interview with her. ¿De dónde es?
Soy de España, soy del norte de España, de un pueblo que se llama Miranda de Ebro.
¿Cuál es su cosa favorita de Millis?
pues no he podido disfrutar mucho de la ciudad, así que mi cosa favorita es el colegio y los estudiantes del colegio.
¿Qué piensas sobre los estudiantes de Mills?
Pienso que el lema del colegio, que es gran familia, es verdad, porque pienso que los estudiantes son amigos entre ellos y se ayudan mucho.
¿Enseña en España?
Sí, enseñé durante varios años, he sido profesora de inglés, de francés y de música.
¿Qué cosas echas de menos de España?
Lo que más echo de menos es a mi familia y a mis amigos, pero también puedo decir que echo de menos los horarios, las siestas, la comida y caminar.
¿Y ha tenido otros trabajos antes de enseñar?
Fui camarera durante un verano, eso ha sido todos mis trabajos.
¿Cuál es su comida favorita americana?
La hamburguesa, por supuesto.
¿Le gusta la ciudad de Mills?
Sí, me gusta mucho, es una ciudad muy entrañable.
We are looking forward to the addition of Miss Mayordomo to our staff, and we're sure she'll be an excellent teacher.
She seems like she's been so many places, Sam.
She's such a smart woman, and she's so content with who she is. I would be so intimidated if I came to a new school and knew no one.
Yes, that reminds me. Common Ground recently had a UBU week about self-confidence and loving yourself.
Common Ground is a huge, huge club in our school, and they're really inspiring.
Amanda Borgman just did a piece on UBU week, and 103 has the story.
Mrs. Mannion. I'm the advisor to Common Ground, and this week is UBU Week. UBU is Love Yourself Week, and in a few minutes we're going to show you what that's all about.
UBU Week is a week dedicated to loving yourself and self-esteem and confidence.
Hi, this is Common Ground's UBU Week. So on Monday, which is today, we're all wearing our Common Ground shirts just to show who the members are, and we wrote quotes about being yourself on the back just to kick the week off.
Right here's Kelly's shirt, and it says, "We are what we pretend to be, so we must be careful about what we pretend to be." Bye.
Tuesday was Confidence Day. Common Ground posted inspirational quotes around the school that made people feel confident.
This is UBU week, just be you week. We're gonna have some fun. Promote some self-confidence. You enjoy this, and so will everyone.
Today is Wear No Makeup Day, and it's to promote who you are and not to be afraid to show it.
Today is Blue Day at Mills High School. The students here wore blue to show acceptance of themselves and in others.
I'm wearing blue to show self-acceptance.
We're gonna have some fun. Promote some self-confidence. You enjoy this, and so will everyone.
Happy Blue Day!
Friday was Sticker Day. Students were asked to put a sticker on the front of their shirts explaining what they loved about themselves, and then they put stickers on each other's backs saying what they loved about that person.
This is UBU week, just be you week. We're gonna have some fun. Promote some self-confidence. You enjoy this, and so will everyone.
nice day. Me too. Good feeling day.
People don't get to be themselves usually, and a lot of people cover up who they really are to put an image to other people. But it's awesome to have a week where people can actually just let it go and be themselves and be happy.
This is UBU week.
That song is so catchy. It's going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the day.
I agree.
But I think that's all we have for you guys today, so stay tuned to Studio 103. I'm Sam Hilton.
And I'm Jake Bradbury, and you stay classy, Millis High School.
Hi, I'm Charlotte DiClemente.
And I'm Bridget Joya. You're watching Millis High School's Studio 103 News. There have been many exciting events happening lately in our school.
Yes, there definitely have been, Bridget. One of these events happens to be one great opportunity to help out at JAMA 94.5's fundraiser. Sarah Buckley has a story.
We're here at Target in Dorchester where the JAMA 94.5 radio station is holding a charity event. We're lucky enough to come here and interview them. Let's go check it out.
We set a team to cover JAMA 94.5's fundraiser at the Dorchester Target store. Romero and Pebbles of JAMA are supporting the Pieces of Home Backpack Project at Boston Medical Center. The project was made to immediately help children who get placed into foster care. The project provides emotional and physical support to these children, and JAMA's event at Target had a huge influence on the fundraiser.
Well, it's actually been really, really overwhelming. I'm sure you guys have seen me tear up a little bit since I've been here, because it's just one of those things that you forget that there are people who, kids that, are going into a situation that they, are scared and it's unfamiliar. And for people to come and to turn out and do something so huge, I mean, we've had to empty the bins and it's just been amazing. So, yeah, I've choked a few times. It's great. It feels great.
People were ready to help during these holiday times where the most important thing you can do is give to others. JAMA 94.5 sent their radio team to support the fundraiser. Their goal was to fill bags with new items that are gender and age specific.
How did you guys from JAMA 94.5 get involved with this charity?
We actually were talking about doing a charity drive. A lot of people donate to Toys for Tots, which is a great organization, but we wanted to do something a little different because we know Toys for Tots gets bombarded with gifts for kids for Christmas, so we wanted to go in a different direction. And we kind of all put our heads together and we came up with it's called Pieces of Home. That's the name of the organization.
The bags go with the children and give them something they can call their own in their new living space.
It's only been a half an hour and they've already almost reached their goal of 100 backpacks.
We did reach our goal. We reached our goal very, very quickly. I'm not surprised we reached it. I'm surprised we reached it as quickly as we did. We were scheduled to be here till 5 o'clock this afternoon, and it's now not even 1. We've been here for not even an hour, and we've already reached beyond our goal at this point.
Each backpack is filled with items that they can use, anything from socks and pajamas to toys and blankets and toiletries, anything like that. Any idea, anything you guys want to donate is going to help out.
Looks like that was a successful event. Back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Sarah. In other efforts to raise money, this time for MHS's own diversity club, Common Ground, a global goods sale was held. 20% of the proceeds went straight back to Common Ground.
Wow, that's great. Let's check it out.
In the hustle bustle of the holiday season, when you're trying to get your holiday shopping done, maybe trying to do some community service, here at Millis High School we are doing both at the same time. Common Ground invited Global Goods back to Millis High School. Global Goods is a non-profit company dedicated to making a difference one person at a time, owned and operated by retired Maynard teacher Jackie Rogers.
Students and staff were invited to the conference room to learn about the many projects supported by Global Goods, but the most exciting part of all was the shopping. This exciting fundraiser benefited the Common Ground Club. Common Ground Club is the Gay Straight Alliance Diversity Club for Millis High School. Global Goods is a great way to get your holiday shopping done and help the world.
Well, Global Goods was started sort of by accident. I was a teacher most of my life, and I have always been a traveler though, and so one summer I was in Tanzania and I met a young man who was selling things in a market. It turned out that he was a village teacher. So we connected and stayed connected, and he wanted to go on to the university, so he told me it would be impossible for him because he's a Maasai farmer. And he was a village teacher, which did not require having a college education. So I said, well, you know, how could it happen for you? And so he applied to the University of Dar es Salaam, got accepted. But for him, it was about $500 a year, so it's nothing for us for college. So I said, well, I can put you through college. So we sponsored him to go through the university, and he has a business degree in international finance. And so because of that, he felt hugely obligated to us, although we didn't feel like it was a huge deal. So he sent back some things from the market for me to sell. When I just brought them to school, there was things like batiks and some carvings and baskets. So I sold them to all the teachers at school, and I thought, this is pretty cool. You know, I'm selling things that were made in another country and people are benefiting. In this case, it was just almond. But so I started just thinking about that as an idea, and as I started to travel more, I thought, you know, I'm going to buy a few things and see. So I started out just as a lark one day, selling at a local fair, and I had fun with it, and I love telling people the stories about who makes what and where I got them. Yeah. So that sort of started it, and I did it a little bit more, and then I decided I'd leave teaching a little early so I could do this full time. So that's what I do.
Here at Millis High School, we are proud of all of our extracurricular activities and athletic achievements.
Yes, we are, and included in that is our music program. They put on a spectacular winter concert every year. Reporting on the concert is Sean Nelson. Sean?
Hi, this is Sean Nelson for Millis Studio 103. For the past month, the Millis High School Band has been preparing for their annual winter concert. Today we're going to go inside and see what preparations go into putting on this concert.
The Christmas season is one where people are filled with the spirit of giving and goodwill. This holiday spirit is often captured through song and joyous music. Millis High School captures this spirit through its winter concert. This concert is no easy feat to pull off year after year. The hard work of many students and teachers goes into making the concert as good as it is. We were able to sit down with band teacher Janice Norton and ask her a few questions about the concert.
What kind of preparations go into putting on the winter concert?
Well, at the high school level, preparations begin basically when our football season ends. So we have daily rehearsals in school. I see the students every day, which is great. Basically, we ask them to do a lot of work at home. We did 7 pieces this year, which is a lot on our plate. A lot to learn and go home and kind of practice through for, I want to say, maybe not even 6 weeks. So it's pretty tough, but they get it done.
The concert wouldn't be possible without the complete dedication of the students in the band.
And hopefully this year's concert will be as successful as the past. This has been Sean Nelson for Studio 103. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Sean. Just last year, the girls' varsity basketball team won the state championship. Sharing the memory with us is reporter Derek Hopkins.
They were called the Team of Destiny, being the smallest public school system in all of Massachusetts. The Millis girls basketball team defied the odds by winning the Division IV state championship. This year, coaches, players, and even fans have their minds set on one thing: a repeat. It's going to be a long, hard road ahead for the Lady Mohawks with the loss of 5 key seniors. With the help of senior captains Molly Green and Olivia Zottoli, the Lady Mohawks hope to repeat as the D4 state champions.
Wow, what a great experience to be a part of.
It sure is, but that's all we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to Studio 103 News. I'm Charlotte DiClemente.
And I'm Bridget Joya with Studio 103.